As you can see, these wires are fried to a crisp. I was pushing my bike. I was going too fast. I think I was trying to get another speed test. Dude, something about the speed test on this thing is cursed. I have been constantly trying to break the 50-mile-an-hour speed limit, and I fried the wires trying to do it. I hit 51 before my screen blacked out, and yeah, didn't even know that could happen. Luckily, it was just this. I'm able to remove these, I forgot what they're called, X60 connectors or something. So I looked up same diameter, the width and everything, found them online. I even found the same exact switch, or at least the same kind. Got two of them, because that also got cooked as well. Just it just got cooked as well. I left it on to see where which wires needed to go, so I didn't remove that one yet. It still seems to be intact, it held up, but I'm going to replace it regardless. And yeah, we're going to see how this goes. So super quickly, I started off with one of these cables, made sure it was the right end. I did package that I got from Amazon, which was like for 12 bucks, came with both sets of male and female ends, so this is the one I need in particular. I already got one done with this side, so this is pretty much what I did. I'm hoping I'm gonna have to strip a little bit more from this side, and then just add these little yellow clips that I got for 7 bucks on Amazon as well. Yeah, I don't know if that's, I mean, it seems fastened. I mean, it looks like it just goes in there, and I don't know. I want to remove a little bit of this covering before I commit to heat shrinking it. But yeah, that's what pretty much I got this one on like those. I'm gonna do the same for this. Remove a little bit of that wire, and then heat shrink that onto it. See if that works. Alright, so as you can see, we didn't get much off of it. Got a little bit more on the red wire than the black wire. A little bit more than I wanted to, honestly, but it seems perfectly fine now. I'm going to go ahead and slide those connectors on, and then heat them on. Yeah. So, we've got the heat shrink on, and we've got the button already mounted. Same one. 1, 2, 3. 3-position switch. We're going to begin wiring the bike, and then I'm going to be turning it on and praying for the best. Hi, papas. So we've got the heat shrink on and a little bit of cable management with some zip ties, just so everything's a more solid unit. I was thinking about super gluing this, but if something were to happen and I need to pop this out or replace it for another reason, I think it's best to leave it a little loose. I don't know, if it jiggles too much, I might just put a dab or two on each corner. But let me show you guys what is going on. So we go ahead and have it. Right now it's on the off, so top or bottom battery is going to be right there. See a little light turn on. Got the battery on. Yes, looks like it works. I already did my NFC reader, so I know it works on that side. And as you can see, the second battery on the top does cut out, so that worries me. Huh. I wonder why that happened. Shit. Looks like it's still on. If I go back to my top battery, and then to the third, does it stay on? Yeah, it stays on. So it looks like if I just quickly flip over to the second battery, the bike stays on and it's no problem, it'll run. Or let's see, if I put it to the middle position, does it turn off? Huh, it does not. So that's weird. Back to the second position. Let's see if anything happens. So it did turn off there, weirdly enough. Maybe I gotta double check the crimping job. I don't know. The crimping job seemed nice. It seemed okay. Still on. Let's turn it back off. Let's see what happens. Let's turn it off. Now it's in the middle position. Obviously, we want to turn it on in the middle position, so we go to the second position for the bottom battery. Turns on and it's staying on. Okay, that's weird. So it did turn off that first time. You guys saw that. I don't know why it happened, but it's staying on now. In the second position. Okay, so I mean, it seems to be working. I'm going to. Is it still on? Yeah, it's still on. I'm going to take her for a test drive now. I'm going to put the seat on, switch between batteries, and see what happens. But yeah, I don't know if it's a full success yet. We'll see. So I've got the seat back on. Shoddy work aside, I've got the Amazon parts in there. This configuration didn't last long, honestly. As you can tell from the spoiler, I only rode this way for about a week and a half. As you can see from the test ride, everything initially ran smoothly. It was okay, but the battery turning on and off issue continued. It persisted. One time it happened to me at work. That's a big no-no. So I went ahead and reached out to the company, because I bet you guys were wondering, well, where's Happy running all of this? I was in contact with them during the entire exchange. I told them about what happened. Everything was still under warranty. They sent me the wires and all the manufacturer parts originally. So then I went ahead and swapped everything that I did back out with the original manufacturer parts. So that was pretty cool. You know, they were in contact with me. Customer service was pretty reliable. Again, I know I've heard some things about their customer service not being all that great, but again, I can only speak on my personal experiences, which have always been pretty good. For the most part, they've always been really, really good, very fast with getting in contact with me, and even the parts themselves. They were at my door, like, I think 2 or 3 days later. So in the video, although everything is running smoothly, I'm running through the different pedal assist modes, you know, checking my blinkers, making sure all the buttons are working, everything rides smoothly, the front fork is still cushy, you know, that's always nice. Everything was good in this initial run, which, you know, made me falsely think that I could keep taking it out that way, but I couldn't. I kept having issues, so I switched it out for the manufacturer parts. As you can see, I am now going out for a second test ride, and this is with the manufacturer parts. This is with the XT90 connectors and the 3-position switch that originally came with the bike. So this is the original manufacturer parts. I knew the battery turning on and off wasn't going to happen, because I guess this is their wires. They did a much better crimping job than I did, so I wasn't worried about that. I was more so worried about everything being secured tightly, you know. So I just went ahead and went on the bumpiest ride I could, just to make sure that everything was fastened. If you do hear that rattling, like I said, it's not me, it's not the bike, it's the camera with the jacket. Anyways, she passed with flying colors. Nothing came loose, nothing turned off. I wouldn't expect less from the manufacturer part. So again, kudos to Happy Run for reaching out, providing me with these parts free shipping, everything. I was still left with one dilemma though. Should I pursue this top speed test? Because I put this particular bike through the ringer, whether it was that bumpy ride just now, or whether it's a bunch of nightly rain rides that I do, or leaving it out in the rain for 8 hours during my work shifts. I had to think,
am I going to push it to the limit and fry it again? I probably am. And if so, is there a way to remedy this? So I think I may have found a solution. But before I go, I just want to show you, look, everything with the bike ran perfectly fine. This is pretty much bringing it back to where it was before.
One more thing before I go. I wanted to show you guys the top speed. Made sure that it still reached the good old 50 marker. So we're going to, oh yeah, non-zero start. Hit the brake first, and then 50 miles an hour. Yeah. So yeah, she's working. She's back up and running, guys. I am going to see what I'm going to do about that top speed test. I got to figure out something because I don't want to fry my motor again. But thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.
But we will not be seeing you in the next one. This is the third and final test. Hopefully, because I'm back to square one. I did not solve my issue of trying to break that speed record, and I'm using the manufacturer parts, so I'm back pretty much with the exact same bike, which, if life has taught me anything, doing the exact same thing, expecting different results, is literally the definition of insanity. So if I try to push the bike, I'm just going to fry my wires again. So I needed to solve the issue, hence the double discharge power adapter or parallel adapter. I don't know. Amazon always has these long, like almost a paragraph for what the thing is, and I don't want to butcher it, but I'll leave a link in the description below. I've been using this double discharge adapter for my bike for this particular Happy Run model, and it has been working wonders. It is amazing. It's so smooth. It's really hard to explain. I can't put it into words, but like the throttle, like the torquiness is kind of eliminated. Oh, there's a picture of it. There we go. That thing. Get yourself one of those and put it in this bike, and you'll be so happy. It's super easy to install too. Really easy. It took me less than 20 seconds to install. I couldn't have been happier with this product. I believe it may have even been extended the range of the batteries, because it got rid of one of the most noticeable dislikes I had about the bike, which was the voltage sag. Happy Run is notorious for its voltage sag, which, like, with a full battery, you start off with a full battery, and not less than 2 seconds later, you're already losing 1 bar if you're going full throttle because of that voltage sag. Those batteries get drained so quickly. Those high watt motors, I think like between 1500 and 2000 watt motors, like the G50 has it. I know the G300 Pro has to have some ridiculous motor too. That one's that Suron clone type of e-bike. All these bikes are notorious for their voltage sag, and at least in this particular case, it solves that issue for me. I've just been loving it. I really have been loving it, and I feel fairly confident now in getting a new top speed run. I'm gonna have to switch up my strategies a bit, only because prior to this, my strategy was to shed as much weight as I possibly could. I wouldn't be wearing my big, bulky, high visibility jacket that I'm wearing in most of my videos. I'd be wearing something a little more aerodynamic. I'd be removing one of the batteries. That was my original plan, to breaking my top speed record, which I did before my screen blacked out at 51. But I don't count that because that's a malfunction, so it doesn't count. I feel like I'm going to need a new strategy for the new speed run, but it will be coming. I know I keep teasing it, but I swear I'm bringing you along with this journey. I'm bringing you along this journey with me. Jesus, my brain is fried. It's not only the cables, it's my brain too. Look, I'm fighting a cold. I'm fighting a bunch of different things. I'm just trying to get this video out there. Regardless, thank you for watching. I really got to go get some rest. I'll try to get the top speed run record, But if you have this bike, get yourself this adapter. Holy moly, it's a life changer. Thank you for watching.